Hello everyone, my name is Raymond Martinez, RaymondMartinezSenior.com, and I help people worry less and live more. Today I want to share with you some tips on having your checkup. No, I'm not talking about a health checkup. I'm talking about a legal checkup. All right, something that you don't hear very often. So that's what we're going to talk about today, so stay tuned. Okay, a legal checkup, huh? Never heard of that. Well, we always hear about a health checkup. At least once a year we're told that we need to get some sort of health checkup. But how many times have you been told to get a legal checkup? Uh, Probably not very often, if at all. And so, you know, every year 57 million or somewhere around there, uh, full-time working Americans experience some sort of legal event that happens in their lives. 57 million Americans. Wow. As a member of with our services, here's a big advantage that you have. You have a network of provider law firms in 49 states and 4 provinces of Canada that are ready to assist you and answer your legal questions that you may have. With careful planning and review, a lot of legal matters can be avoided. So use your membership to take preventative action so that you don't have to deal with stuff later. Okay, so I have some information that I want to share with you, some tips on doing a legal checkup. So I hope that the information I have for you, I hope you'll find it a benefit, because it'll help you to review your estate plan, your insurance coverage, your credit report, contracts, so much more that needs to be checked up on. With that in mind, before we delve into the tips that I have for you, I just want to remind you that if you do have a question or an issue that you need legal advice on, please contact your provider law firm, speak to an attorney so that he or she can advise you on your question or issue that you have. Okay, so that we can get the legal advice that you need as soon as possible. All right. First tip that I want to share with you is protect your family with a will. Okay, protect your family with a will. And one of the greatest benefits of a membership with us is that you get the will package. Even if you already have a will, your benefits as a member include a yearly review of your will to make sure that your information is accurate and that it's up to date. The process of obtaining your will begins simply with completing a will questionnaire that comes with your membership. All right, and so you just take care of that, fill it out, send it in to the law firm. The provider law firm will then use the information that you provide on the questionnaire. They'll use that information to develop an estate plan that meets your specific needs. And so, if you have any questions while you're filling that out, just contact your provider law firm, and they will answer any questions that you have. Okay. All right. Number 2 is get a living will or healthcare power of attorney. A living will, sometimes you'll hear it referred to as health care declaration or advance directive. Basically what it is, it's a legal document that allows you to specify in writing the kinds of life-sustaining treatments that you are or are not willing to receive should you become incapacitated. So a healthcare power of attorney allows you to appoint an agent or a proxy to make medical decisions on your behalf. Now, unlike a general durable power of attorney, which you probably have heard of or may even have, a healthcare power of attorney is limited to medical decisions only. All right, so keep that in mind. Okay, the laws where you live uh, will determine which forms need to be, used to best protect your wishes. So it's always important to discuss your wishes with your family and your healthcare provider, and then of course contact your provider law firm for advice on which forms you need, and they will help you get all that put together and review it with you and make sure that it's all in order and that it's good to go. All right, so you have that. All right. Uh, Review your insurance coverage. Okay. The Insurance Information Institute reports that in tough financial times, many people switch insurance companies in order to lower their premiums. Which makes sense. I mean, they're going through rough times. You're trying to save money, so you switch company because they have a better rate, or whatever the case may be. Uh, all fine and dandy. I'm all for saving money. Uh, but what happens sometimes is that when you do a switch like that, sometimes you don't fully understand the limits of the lower priced coverage. So many individuals end up dropping portions of their insurance in order to save money, or they cancel the policy altogether because they can't cover the cost anymore. Uh, so you need to periodically review your policies to ensure that they cover the essential investments in your property, changes in your life, any recent purchases that you have made. Okay, make sure that your insurance policy is up to date on that. Okay, don't wait until after you suffer a loss to then check your insurance policy. All right, do that now while everything is still good, and make sure that your policies are up to date and that they will cover what you feel needs to be covered. All right. Again, contact your provider law firm, and they will help you with that. Okay, to review all that for you. Review your credit report. Very important. Your credit report includes information on your residence, whether you pay your bills on time, whether you have been sued, arrested, or filed for bankruptcy. And so the credit reporting companies, what they do is that they sell your information to a number of entities out there that you may deal with, including other creditors, insurers, employers, other businesses. So any errors on or even just an unfavorable report may affect your employment. It may make it difficult to get life insurance or casualty insurance, maybe even impossible to get it, or obtain favorable premiums. So, all that can affect you. All right, in the United States, the Fair Credit Reporting Act requires that the three consumer reporting agencies, Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, that they provide you with a free copy of their credit report that they have on file every 12 months. All right. So if you haven't received one in the last year, you can call them up and request a copy of your credit report so you can review it. Okay, make sure that everything is up to date and everything is accurate. You can order your free annual credit report online at annualcreditreport.com. Okay, you can do that. Or you can also call 1-877-322-8228. Okay, you can do it one of those two ways and get your copy of your credit report. All right. Number 5, watch for signs of identity theft. be wary of sharing your personal information over the phone, through email, you know, any, just any way, especially if you have received an unsolicited communication. Even if you do regular business with an organization, or business, whatever it is, if all of a sudden, just out of the blue, you get an email or get a phone call requesting personal information from you, be wary of that. Do not give it out, okay? Because what happens is that many times, many scammers, they'll pose as representatives of trusted businesses, and so then they'll get your information that way. Uh, do not leave personal financial documents out in the open, or leave them anywhere where you cannot limit access to them. Okay, make sure that your financial documents, wherever you keep them, make sure that you have control over who has access to those documents. All right. If you believe that you have been a victim of identity theft, or feel that there might be a problem somewhere, please, as a member, you can call up our identity theft services member services and speak to an investigator, and they will assist you with that and get the ball rolling as far as that's concerned. Okay. The last tip that I want to share with you is to have your contracts reviewed by an attorney before you sign them. Okay, lawyers cannot change the past. All right. So never sign a contract, a lease, or any other agreement before you call your provider law firm, speak to an attorney, have him or her review and advise you on the terms that are outlined in that contract or agreement that you are about to sign. Okay, contracts and agreements, sometimes they're written to intentionally obscure the true meaning of what is actually being covered or who is responsible for what. And so your attorney here with your provider law firm can advise you and help make sense of the contract or the lease, or whatever it is that you're about to sign, to ensure that you fully understand what your obligations are under the terms that are outlined in that agreement or contract. Okay. All right. So anyway, these are 6 tips that I wanted to share with you on having a legal checkup. All right. Again, if you have any questions, have any issues that you need addressed, please contact your provider law firm, speak to an attorney as soon as possible so that he or she can advise you with any legal advice that you may need for your question or issue. Okay. All right. If you'd like more information about our services and how we can help you and your family protect you, please head over to www.gotoraymond.com. Do that as soon as the video is over. Go check that out. If you got value out of this, learn something, you got some benefit, please hit the like button, hit the like, and leave me a comment. What you liked best about the information that you heard here, and also if you got value out of it, you learned something, you got some benefit out of it, then I ask you to please share this video with those you know. Okay, because if you benefited from it, then more than likely a family member or a friend of yours will also benefit from it, and so I ask you to share this with them. Okay, so if you would do that for me, all right, I would appreciate it. All right. Well, again, if you have any issues, have any legal questions, contact Provider Law Firm. If you need help contacting them, let me know, and I will help you get a hold of your provider law firm. All right. Well, with that in mind, thank you again, and until next time, have a blessed day.